Hello everyone, it's RED. Thank you so much for joining me in this update and hopefully still tingly video for you. I've got a few things to explain and a couple things to discuss. Well, a few things to discuss. So, let me start by saying a huge thank you to all my subscribers. I have now reached 420, which at present I will refrain from making any jokes about. But I might smile a bit. I wouldn't be here without you guys, so thank you so much. Now, the other thing is you may have noticed something, and is that a 3DO freeze face? Yes, it is. Now, if you haven't seen American Psycho yet, and you're old enough to watch R-rated movies in America, or the equivalent to whatever it is in your country, I have to say that, of course. I highly suggest it, and you won't get the joke otherwise. But, yes. These are my beautiful ears. I don't know if you can hear the tapping sounds. I don't know if you can hear any of the sounds that I make when I tap it or scratch it. But I am one very, very, very proud mama. You're a mama. I don't know what to say. Except that I'm going to announce my first audio-only album. It's going to start with, I'm going to you to sleep. That's going to be the first and eponymous title. I'm going to you to sleep. And following that, I skinned you so hard you slept through the night. Also, other what will be classics, such as we like squirrels in a nut house. And what might be my personal favorite, Me Gently, and the remix, Me Gently with a chainsaw. and you can find that one on Ephemeral Riff's channel. Or at least I imagine he would be the one to remix it. No. Unfortunately, I have good and bad news. The good is that I do own a beautiful, beautiful pair of ears. But the bad is that they don't work yet for binaural sound, which is why I'm recording on this mic right now. I hope you'll forgive me if I'll grab my little notepad. It's been my companion through this. So, I've made sure to thank all of my new subscribers and my, it seems so crazy to say fans, but subscribers and people that enjoy what I do. So thank you. And my good news is that I do have these beautiful, beautiful binaural microphones. I'm so grateful and so thankful. My family was actually they were the ones to assist me in getting these because they knew how important it was to me that I bring quality content and binaural sound to my subscribers and to all of my viewers. However, that also brings me to my next point. Which is that we all have our moments. So I'll start with the good ones. I apologize if I make any noise here. This is a really awkward position for me to be in, but I literally couldn't find anything but a corner that would be appropriate for this. So, also please forgive any squishing noises I might make. I'm sitting on a cabinet. I have been a fan, if you can say that, a proponent, an addict of ASMR for years. 3-4 years. I hesitate to be one of the people that claim that I was there at the beginning, because I wasn't. But I was definitely aware of ASMR as a thing during its nascency on YouTube. And I'm truly grateful for that, because it's the reason that I'm here now, mainly. Now, my love for ASMR led me to jump the gun a bit with my technical capacity, my wherewithal, my ability to record and to purchase the items that I would need, and in this case that I didn't know I needed, beyond my beautiful, beautiful ears. So, if you decide to stay with me beyond this little update, I'm going to be discussing the 3 P's, and they are patience, perspective, and perseverance. And those are just my 3 P's for the present. 4 P's, yes, if you include the present. I haven't named my darling ears yet, so now I must say I'm quite grateful for Mr. Anderson, Mr. Jeff Anderson, who is quite patient as he answered all my silly questions about getting my beautiful ears to work. And I'd like to talk to you all about that, about why I have them in this video, but it's not a binaural video, because it has a great deal to do with patience and perspective and perseverance. So, I will say that I started my ASMR journey with a shoe shining video, and have continued it by purchasing microphones that I hope will be something that can help others, because in the last 4 years I have been given so much by this community, and this is how I feel I can give back. So, they definitely do work. I was able to test them the other night. My problem is just that I don't have all the correct hardware for them. I was trying to, well, my family was trying to figure out sort of some workarounds to how people usually do it, because we were just trying to be creative, and it didn't quite work. And when I say it didn't quite work, I meant that I really needed a perspective change when they showed up. because I went sitting on this cabinet. I went through every cable I had. I went through every possible software, output, input. I did everything possible. But I just didn't have what I needed. What I needed then was patience. What I also needed that night was perspective. These are amazing microphones. The other night, I had the pleasure of hearing them work in their proper binaural form, meaning that ear to ear worked correctly. It didn't work on the setup that I have, but my family member had one that did, so we tested it, and it was like hearing the sonogram of a child. I've not had the pleasure of an ultrasound for a baby, but if I did, I imagine it would be something like what I felt when I heard the true binaural effect of these microphones. And even though I only heard it for a fleeting moment, and while I'm still in the process of getting the components to get my ears to work correctly, it was absolutely beautiful. I was so proud to own them. I was so proud to be part of a community that I think can truly help others. And that's why I really want to emphasize the concepts of patience and perspective and perseverance, because I know in these nights I've needed patience during the times that I tried every cable I had and every audio interface and anything I could do. Anything I could do to get my new beautiful ears to work for you guys. So, I ask you, if it's your morning, can you perhaps be more patient with someone that you encounter today? Someone that you may not necessarily want to deal with. Or if it's your afternoon, can you change your perspective about the coming night? Can you view it as something soft and gentle and not harsh? change your perspective about what is to come, whether morning or afternoon. Just change it to something where you can see the beauty in it. And for those of you where it's evening, perhaps I ask a great deal, but I ask all of the above. And for those of you that truly struggle, for those of you that are questioning the days ahead of you, I ask you the most. I ask you the most to persevere, to continue, and to just keep going. And to see me tomorrow, to comment, to say, "Good morning, R.A.D. I'm here." Everything doesn't have to be perfect, but I need you to be here. And for myself, I promise you all that I will persevere, and I will learn all the things that I needed to learn and I didn't learn before, so I can bring you incredible binaural audio. And I'll put things into perspective, because I really did despair the night that I got these and they didn't work. I was so sad, because I thought all those people that could be listening and I could be helping. So let's persevere together. Let's put things into perspective together, whether it be at your work or school, or just life in general, relationships. As my mother always said, is it this big, or is it this big? And I hope you'll be patient with me. Because soon I will be bringing you binaural audio. And I have so many ideas, many of which I have been too afraid to share, because, well, partially because I'm silly and partially because I'm afraid people will steal them, which is dreadful to say, because I'd really just love to collaborate with people. And for us all to have an incredible experience together. So, let's see if I forgot anything that I wanted to tell you guys tonight. Bonus track that's going to be on the album I imagine it'll be quite silent otherwise. But that there will be a great deal of and space. And I'm loath to admit that that's actually not one of my triggers. But I have lots of other ones, so it doesn't matter as long as it's one of yours. Yeah. I hope to bring you binaural audio within the next few weeks. I'm simply waiting for the components, and if you would like to contribute to the cause, I won't say no, because I would appreciate the assistance, of course. So please feel free to visit my channel page, and there is a link there if you would like to help defer the costs of purchasing my new microphone and the interface and other things that it will need. But the most important thing is that I just want to say thank you, and that I am so grateful to have so many subscribers, and that I can't wait to continue to bring you content that I hope everyone can enjoy, and that I know I enjoy creating for you. So, thank you for your support, and I promise it will be binaural as soon as possible. Sooner if you guys help me out in the comments. Okay, I'm going to challenge myself to change my perspective, especially because it's difficult for me to be patient while waiting for the things to make my wonderful, wonderful ears work. But what's more difficult is changing my perspective about it, and just believing that, knowing the wonderful things are to come, and that I'm going to have great videos for everyone. I know I have a lot of creative ideas, and I know you guys are going to benefit from them. So I'm really excited about that. So, thank you so much for watching this update and this little journey into my channel and my life and where it's going to go. And I hope you stay with me on the journey, because I'm going to be here for a while. So, if it's your morning, a wonderful, wonderful day. If it's your afternoon, seize your evening and enjoy it. And if it's your evening or your night, let's get sleepy, and it's time to go to bed. I have videos for that. And so do a lot of other people. There are some good ones out there. So, let's persevere. Let's be patient. And let's keep things in perspective. How big is it really? We'll return to that concept eventually. Till then, sorry team. Wishing you a fond farewell. Until